shift your reality fast. Yes, you can. And we're going to get into that today. So thank you for being here. My name's Jody, and welcome to Live Beyond the Illusion, where we're going to dive into another illusion today so that you can live beyond that in your true essence. So you can shift your reality fast. The linear, logical left side of the brain doesn't get that. It gets it has to be effort, takes struggle, it takes time. It can't be instant or fast. Prove it to me. I got to see it before I believe it kind of thinking, programming, right? Where none of this is really logical. This has to be logical and linear. None of this is logical because you're tapping into the greater version of you, your imagination, your subconscious, the field, creator, the divine, whatever label you want to put on it, where everything is now. And everything, it is, I am that I am. I am everything and yet I am nothing because I'm the observer. And that's the truth of who you are, and that's probably why you're here. So I want to give you an analogy that may help bring it in even deeper. Because sometimes, let's go. Okay, so here you are born, and you are like a supercomputer. Okay, especially this. It's empty. There's no thought. It's pure. It's clean, clear. So it's a supercomputer because it can tap into infinite possibilities because it's limitless. And compared to the computers we're using now, it's almost like we're on dial-up. That's how good this supercomputer is. And then you start using it, and well-meaning people, family, friends, parents, co-workers, usually before that, start giving you perceptions, their own beliefs, their own thoughts and programs they're running, perspectives. And before you know it, that supercomputer is lagging. It's not finding the websites as easy because the other one was like interactive and it's just not working as well. So when we start downloading these programs, which is usually between 0 and 7, because we're in a theta state, we're calm, like there's no thoughts going on. We just are. We're observing the world and being. It's like these programs, these thought patterns, these beliefs become the virus in the supercomputer. And we can do all these healing techniques and processes and journaling and shadow work, and there's nothing wrong with any of that. I mean, on my journey, I've done all of it, but it took me a long time, because I was trying to heal and fix this version of me. When I could have defragged, factory reset, gone back to the factory reset really quickly. And that's by deciding. Because we are the operant power of our reality. And it depends on what we are observing and who we are being is what reality is. And if I decide, no, I'm not that anymore, I'm this, and I stay there, then reality has to rearrange itself to reflect it back to me. Always. We're always doing it. It's just we're not doing it consciously or intentionally because we've got so many thought programs running and thought processes and couldas, shouldas, wouldas, I can't, yeah, buts, I'm not. And we're not always present and observing as that wonderful child. Do you remember maybe you had children or grandchildren and everything was just new? We walk down the street, say, every day, every week, and now we don't even notice because it's just a pattern we have instead of taking different ways to work or whatever, just to be aware. So we've downloaded these programs, and through that, because a lot of them are based in struggle, lack, limitation, not enough, we forget who we are. That's part of the game here, right? Is remembering. So you can go back to the factory reset by deciding right now, no, this is who I am. So you got to know. You got to get really clear. No, this is my desired reality. And this, for this desired reality, who must I be? I'm that now. Because you are tapping into the field of infinite possibilities, and everything is in you already, because you are the field. Ooh. Well, if I'm the field, then I am that I am. I am is everything, yet it is nothing. So where am I placing my attention, my focus? What am I observing, thinking about, talking about, maybe complaining, bitching, moaning, whining about? Or observing, thinking, feeling, and focusing on the beauty, the greatness, the amazingness, the abundance, because everything exists. It all depends on you, the observer. All that is. What are you observing? By who am I being? So once you defrag that computer, decide, no, this is it now, factory reset, you're back to knowing who the fuck you are. Of this reality creation, which you are your reality, and you're creating all the time. But are you reacting to the 3D, to problems, events, situations, or are you creating and taking charge? Because the 3D is the old, it's the shadow. When you decide what you're doing all the time by choosing, then reality reflects it back to you. You don't like the reflection, the mirror, you got to change the cause. So it can be instant. Instant. No, I'm this way now. No, it's this way now. No, I am. I am already the version of me I desire. I am now the version of me I desire. I am that I am. Everything is perfect. Everything is unfolding perfectly because I am perfect. Because at the truth, you are. And some people say, well, I've tried that, but it didn't work. Trying's lying. You either are doing it or you aren't. I can't try to get up from this chair. I either sit down or I get up. What did Jedi or Yoda used to say? There is no try. So our belief systems will slow things down because of this. We're so left brain linear logic here, yeah, I got to see it. It's got to be hard. Things can't be instant. No way. Like it's easy? Yeah. What if you decided it is easy? What if you decided, no, I'm this now? Because reality is constantly shifting to who you are being, moment by moment by moment. And we are shifting and moving, but it's the dominant state that you are holding the majority of the time. And we are not our feelings. We're not even our thoughts. We're not this body, but this body is part of the simulation, the holographic reality creation, because when it dies, you go back to formless. So we're just playing in form while we're here, this character, and you get to change your character if you want by selecting. Nothing's fixed. The past is not even fixed because in time-space reality, there's only now. Oh, I gotta heal myself. I gotta find my inner child. Yeah, but this happened to me. And I'm not saying some things that happen are should happen or are pleasant. I know firsthand. But for a long time, I let it define me. That made me feel like I was broken. I was less than. I was not good enough. And then when I started remembering who I was, and then when I started understanding reality creation at a deeper level, I'm like, whoa, I'm creating it all? Okay, that was an experience I didn't like. I don't want to repeat, but who was I being? And it's not a blame game. It's not, but reality can only reflect back to you who you are being. So I had to admit to myself, well, I always felt less than. I was scared. I was scared of my own shadow for a while. I mean, come on. No, now this is who I am. This is the version of me I'm staying true to. And I believe that manifestation can be instant and easy and effortless. Absolutely. Because it's always based on me. I'm the projector. I'm the cause. Reality is the effect. So it's being that lighthouse of where are you shining light onto. And the 3D is going to 3D. And I understand this. I struggled with this for a while. Like, yeah, but this is happening. Oh yeah, no, I'm all that is. Okay, no, I'm focusing on where I'm going, who I'm being right now, which is amazing, awesome, perfect, whole, and complete. And because I keep putting my attention here, my lighthouse light, this has to dissolve. You can only bring to physical density, matter, what you are observing, because energy always follows attention. So where's my attention? Attention is focus, which is awareness, which is consciousness, which is energy. It's all the same thing, just a different label, right? What am I being aware of? What am I talking about? Who am I being? And when you decide and go all in on you, I am all that is. I know who I am. I am already that version of me now. I am perfect, happy, whole, and complete now, because that's the truth. Everything's perfect. Everything's unfolding perfectly. Even when it looks like a chaotic mess. Remember, that is the old energies, the old you, the shadow, just moving away. A lot of times it can be instant. Go in. But sometimes it takes a little lag time. Doesn't have to. Doesn't have to. But if it does take the lag time, if you are doubting, questioning, wondering, looking for, that's what will slow it down. When you go all in and you saturate yourself with this, no, this is who I am now. No, I'm already the version of me now. No, I know how this ends, and this is perfectly unfolding. You start just breaking pattern, interrupting those old thoughts, forms, and that which creates the feeling form, then reality has to rearrange itself to reflect back to you who you are being. It's that simple. Not always easy, but it can be. And that's when it's instant. No, I know that this is easy, this is instant, this is effortless, because this is who I am now. So that's why reality can shift fast, can shift now. The only thing making it lag is you, what you believe. And like I said, doubting, fearing, wondering, looking for, or constantly obsessing and talking about the problem. Problem? What problem? Because you're already the new version of you. That new version of you wouldn't have this problem, wouldn't have this situation. Would it? So, you're always right. You get to decide. You get to choose. What are you choosing? Who are you choosing to be right now? Because that's all we have. So, I hope that helps. I hope that really helps. Because when you really start to wake up to who you are, that's where the magic is. That's where the freedom is. That's where the creativity is. And that's also the power and confidence. Everything you're probably desiring now, the abundance, the joy, the amazing health, it's all there. But if you're talking about how sick you are, if you're talking about the problems with your partner or relationship, if you're talking about, I don't make enough, I don't have enough money, you can only keep getting that, because that's where your focus and attention is. No, everything's perfect. Everything's unfolding perfectly because I'm perfect, whole, and complete. And you may not fully believe that yet. You may not really have faith in it yet, but trust me, when you go all in, you have conviction. Conviction is knowing. Knowing is manifestation. because there's no doubts, there's no fears, there's no wondering. You decided and stayed there. That's how powerful you are. Choose it. Choose you. And watch how reality shifts. So thanks for being here. You, I hope, have selected an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.